very just like you belong, a sense of belonging. And it makes you want to continue to climb that ladder to achieve and set goals that you want to ultimately achieve. We as, the male nature of our being, we thrive off of having a sense of, something to do. If we don't have any, welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, So Fly, Energy Eli, man. Listen, hey, please follow me at Energy_Eli on all platforms. Make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. So today, fellas, what I want to speak about is 3 reasons why you should set goals. Fellas, young or old, it's very important that you set goals in your life, certain attainments that you want to achieve in life. You don't want to go through life wandering. You don't want to go through life with no purpose. You don't want to go through life with not really understanding, what you should be doing and what you should be doing, more importantly, as a man. So listen, without further ado, hey, let's get right into it. Number 1, setting goals has and gives you a sense of purpose. Now, we as the male species, we as, the male nature of our being, we thrive off of having a sense of, something to do. If we don't have anything to latch on, we feel, worthless. We don't feel like we have a purpose if we don't have anything we're driving towards or we're accomplishing. That's how we are made by nature. Even look at cavemen. That's how they did. They always wanted to conquer. In war, we always want to conquer. We always want to take over the next thing because we get an adrenaline rush off those things. And that's how you have to be through life. If you want to go to college, accomplish it, study, work as hard as you can. If you want to be an athlete, professional athlete, work as hard as you can. If you want to be a businessman, a lawyer, doctor, study and work as hard as you can. You have to have something to aim for, something that you're focused on, and it gives you a sense of purpose and a feeling like I belong here, I belong in this world. That's what we thrive off, and that's what you should be trying to attain. So you want to set goals because it's going to give you what you're missing. Sometimes we feel like, man, I'm not doing enough. That's because you aren't putting things in place. You're not writing things down to achieve what you want to achieve and where you merely want to accomplish. So let's get now into step number 2. Step number 2, motivation. Setting goals gives you so much more motivation as being a man. It makes you feel more, like I said in the first one, very worthy, very just like you belong, a sense of belonging. And it makes you want to continue to climb that ladder to achieve and set goals that you want to ultimately achieve. Listen, motivation can come in many forms. It can come from you doing something to motivate someone else, or you watching someone else and that motivates you. So you want to always be motivated. You want to always be moving. You want to always be putting yourself and your best foot forward to do the things that you need to do. Lock in, stay focused, and just remember the task at hand is going to get you where you need to go. So you always want to be motivated. You always want to be motivated. Find the niches in certain things and get motivation from that. And that will ultimately put you where you want to go. So you want to find that motivation, that thing of that why. What's going to make you wake up in the morning? What's going to make you say, okay, I got to spend a few more hours before I get some sleep. Find your motivation and you will find you. Now let's get into the third and final step. Third and final step for why you should be setting goals, fellas: personal growth. Now, we've always been told, hey, where do you want to be in 5 years? Now I'm going to tell you, look at yourself 5 years ago. Are you further along than where you were 5 years ago? Because I'm going to ask the same question 5 years from now and see if you are further along. So the personal growth, the journey, that's why you should start and not hesitate to start today if you haven't started already. When you set goals, when you accomplish certain things, when you put yourself in a certain, way, you always want to make sure that you are setting goals in a way that you can look back and really be proud. Your family can be proud, because there's nothing worse than looking back 5 years ago and still being where you were 5 years ago in the present day. There's no worse feeling than that. I'm just being honest. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to look back and say, hey, man, I wish I would have took advantage of my 20s. Man, I wish I would have took advantage of my early 30s. Or even you may be 18 now and you're wasting time thinking that, hey, I got time. And then before you know it, you'll be 30 years old. So you want to take advantage of the time that you have, and that's a part of the personal growth. So it's never too late. You're never too young. You're never too old. So start today. Start today on those goals. Start today on what you said you want to accomplish and who you ultimately want to be. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. My name is Energy Eli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe. Hey, I'm out.